Hi everyone, it's Baby Seal here. It's been a while since the last video. I hope you guys enjoyed the one I did on the most prominent threats in VGC currently. I'm working on a highly anticipated video about the upcoming threats, so like G-Max Lapras, G-Max Grimmsnarl, Incineroar of course, etc. But in the meantime, a wild Se-jun appeared. Um, so I was lucky enough to get into contact with Se-jun, and then of course, he's the 2014 World Champion winner, and I've been a huge fan of Se-jun for a really long time. So of course, what do you do as a fangirl? The first thing I say, of course, is fight me, Se-jun, fight me. And so I challenged him to doubles, first best of three, and then we did just 2 battles. In total, we played 5 battles. So today in this special video, I wanted to show these battles. I did not win against him, of course, like I won 2 out of these 5, but I still thought that this was a very inspiring moment for me, and this really totally encouraged me to try my hardest at Pokemon again, and then to do really well on the upcoming online challenge, which I hope you guys will do too. Enjoy!
Alright, so I've never fought a Meow Stick before. What I know is that it has Prankster and can be really annoying, including using Thunder Wave, which I have no answer for because my Togedemaru, even though it can't be paralyzed, it doesn't have Lightning Rod, so we are not immune to it at all. My flying Togekiss obviously is not affected by the fairy terrain that I could set up with Max Starfall, meaning like we are really fucked, we can get paralyzed. So I thought it would be wise to start off with my favorite, Togedemaru, and I also know from Se-jun that Se-jun really lost Togedemaru too, so I thought it would make sense. Togedemaru can fake out this Meowstic at least, or like deal with it somehow and not be paralyzed. And then I thought that I should start also with Hexerus because I presume he will start with something exciting, something he has not played before, something that is new. So Meowstic and Sandusquatch is who I expect to see. So I decided to lead with Togedemaru and Hexerus. Hexerus has recently learned Rock Slide because I thought that's really strong, especially I saw the great usage of Rock Slide in Oceania. So I can like drop a max Rockfall on that Sandusquatch, which will hurt 4 times, super effective. And then in the back, Togekiss and Milotic, which I think are great supporters in the back. Oh my god, guys, this is really happening. I'm fighting my number 1 hero, Se-jun. Yay! Alright, so just a disclaimer, I was too um, enthusiastic and too jittery to do this narration in real time. I would be squealing the whole time. I didn't want you to hear, oh my god, this is happening for real. Didn't want you guys to hear that, so I spared you that. So I'll be talking here. So as I said, the reason why I chose Togedemaru is because it's Se-jun's favorite and because I need that for this prankster devil demon called beast called Meowstic, so I faked him out. That I thought max rockfall is indeed what I should do against this 4 times weak bug fire centipede. I think you guys can just accept this apology, accept this one-time excuse, okay, or like several times excuse, okay, that I cannot be focusing on a battle while preventing myself or trying to stop myself from gushing all over this and like being all like, oh, I am so happy that I can't believe like someone pinched me that I'm fighting Se-jun. I don't want to do that like while I'm focusing on trying to not embarrass myself against them. So oof. Oh no, he seems to have this, is this a Charty berry? I think it's called a Charty berry. Anti, or like a super effective damage of rock reduction berry. Well, that's very clever because definitely that's the first thing you should try to fire at this guy. Gross. Is it like? I guess it's like the G-Max Wildfire of G-Max Charizard, and this will definitely break through my sturdy. And that's a bit mean, I think. Oh no. Since it's fire spin though, I would like to add, and someone can maybe like disconfirm this, I think that it also does the same thing as trapping the opponent, like arena trap, prevents the opponent from switching out. So go Milotic. I actually don't know much about the base stats at all. I really wonder who is faster. But yes, checking out if they have a Gasodon. No, they don't. May as well try to scald it then. Otherwise, Mudshot can still really miss. I miss it all the time. But otherwise, Mudshot will lower its speed. But I thought like, let's go offensive. Offense is the best defense. That's what I thought. He does reflect because he is an asshole. Lower that attack. It's not bad, honestly. Despite the reflect, imagine there not being reflect, how much damage the max women would do max 140 base attack on my jolly Hexerus. Yes, goodbye. Nice. Wow. So, what actually happened in real life during this battle? If I had been recording this at the same time as me fighting Se-jun, my hero, for the first time, I'd be screaming and I'd be so I don't know, chaotic, so crazy, squealing, fangirl and everything. I would not be able to focus at all. That's exactly actually what happened in the upcoming battles that I will also be showing in this video. Feel like I was so out of control and so goddamn excited and obnoxious that there's no way I could focus properly, but that's no excuse. The reason why I lost ultimately is because Se-jun is just that amazing, and that's really okay to accept, because I have never had a celebrity that I worshipped. He's the first. So then I decide to do here. In retrospect, not a really good idea to double target this Togekiss, who is an enlightened Togekiss who does the same things as my own Togekiss does, which is protect. Effectively rendering the damage that I deal to him like null, but oh well. Should have really just taken care of that little cat while I could, I guess. Very clever play on this part. Of course I will get outplayed by this champion, my superhero. That's okay. He can't protect next turn. He's done Dynamaxing. It's gonna be all okay. I think. I hope. Yeah, Rock Slide is good. I thought about doing Iron Tail, of course, to just guarantee that kill. But then again, like, Rock Slide will at least hit both, and it may flinch someone, and whatever. Okay, well, ended up not exactly killing anyone, but the Sandstorm will take care of that. And the Ice Beam will take care of that. That's really nice. So the fault of that reflect that Se-jun cleverly set up. Can't blame him for that. He's a champ. I like it. I love it. Good job. Good play, of course. Well, I think it was around this time that I finally admitted in real life, as I was playing this, so not narrating this, I finally admitted to myself, I can't believe that I may actually have a chance to win this battle, yada yada, he's so great, he's been my hero since I was too busy in uni 2014, probably I wasn't even in uni, who knows, like, I was so excited, so goddamn excited. Yeah, that was 6 years ago. yes, so he's as good as done with. Oh, that this was just really lucky on my part, like that I burned him and did this and did that. But still. He will get me in the other games, so like, don't worry about me trying to show off the times that I won against him. I will show off all the times I lost to him. That's okay. I still am very grateful I got to play him, and it was never about winning or losing, of course. But yes, thank God, the first battle that I did to him ever, my biggest hero, I won. Alright, so, as you may or may not know, I'm the type of player who, especially when I play against friends or people who I fight more than once, especially in best of threes, I always want to put on a show. I am here to entertain my fans and my opponents, especially if it's the hero who I've admired since 2014. So if it's Se-jun, definitely I will not play the same lead even if I knew that it worked especially well against him. I decided to play maybe Tokidamanu again, but then also Togekiss. I assume maybe he will put on a show too. Maybe he will start with Excadrill and Tyranitar 2 and I could just get that lazy or get that really cheap weakness policy off on my Togekiss and then sweep him. Who knows? That's what I thought, okay? And this battle is here to show you guys how it bites me in the ass for not sticking with what worked previously. Still in shock that he's willing to fight me again after that. Fuck yeah! So he starts off the same way, and this is where I make the grave mistake of thinking it was a good idea to try and entertain my opponent the way I did by changing my lead. I think the best entertainment I could possibly give my opponent is to win and to beat them. But oh well. At least I have Tokidamanu. So I Dynamax immediately, and presumably I did max Airstream to gain the speed boost because I already believe I may be slower, and because it's super effective, and because no other move hits it for normal or like neutral damage. But from what I recall, I think that they will be doing max guard, which is really clever. And he outreads me, of course, because it is Se-jun after all. I would not be idolizing him if he was not this good, at least. I fake him out because, don't know, thought that it was but he does not. He does not do max guard. Okay, maybe he doesn't have to. I just thought I needed to. Got to go fast. So I figured I needed to be fast. So that's why I did max Airstream. And he does this again, and you would think that someone like me would learn from their mistakes, right? But nah, once again I am here to get my Tokidamanu killed, even though I always claim that this Tokidamanu is my best friend, but I guess he's not then. Just got him killed. But that's okay, because it's Se-jun. Se-jun can do anything to me. He can destroy all of my Tokidamanu, and I wouldn't think any less of him. Yeah, so I didn't see this coming, but at least I did max Airstream on the Meowstic. He did max guard, which is pretty nice. Because I definitely could have done max Airstream on him to kill him. But I did this, and it doesn't hit nearly hard enough, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate. Probably a really low damage roll, but honestly, nah, nothing justifies this. I feel like I played badly here. Maybe I should have gone for the Dragon Claw on the Meow Stick and then gone for Max Airstream on the Meow Stick. But then again, you can't know everything. I think I tried at the time. In spite of my excitement and my everything, I just could not really focus that well. But I think I gave it what I could. At least Se-jun said that he had fun too, and he enjoyed it, so I hope so too. Yikes. Yes, so the Charty Berry really reduced the damage so much, I'm ashamed. At least he's done and over with. So, I think at that time, I didn't think it was that bad yet, but like you guys will see. I hope that you guys, while you're watching this, are just as excited and jittery as I was when I got to fight him at that time in real time. I bet you guys will continue to support me. I will always share whoever exciting person I end up fighting next. I always love this. No matter how much I adore a person, if it's in the context of Pokemon, the first thing that will leave my mouth will probably be, please fight me right now, and I'll challenge them as many times as I can get away with. Hence why I ended up fighting Se-jun 5 times. Which is quite a feat. Has anyone ever challenged him so often? And then outside of a VGC setting, especially. And I think that the biggest respect you can show to someone is to take their challenge, especially 5 times in a row. I felt really respected there, and I was really happy. So I'm done Dynamaxing here, and I'm to sleep, which is really bad. Oh no. And I'm locked into the rock slide. Yes, that's really unfortunate. I could one-hit KO him probably with the close combat, but oh well. So rock slide, and I decide to protect here, but you know, like I was just locked into this. Like I'm asleep. It's unfortunate. I'll probably die. Sigh. I go first, and he is hoping that the Tyranitar flinches. Probably that was my reasoning at the time, to think like, hey, he's done Dynamaxing, he can be flinched now. And ooh, okay, but Hexorus avoided it. And Togekiss avoided it. Okay, so see, like wow, I got so lucky here, but I'm still losing this battle, so like I kind of deserved to lose, despite the great RNG that was on my side. Wow, can't believe, like Se-jun didn't deserve to miss Rock Slide on both of my Pokemon, but okay. If I end up going, yeah, okay, I end up going for Rock Slide on both. I really hope that Togekiss doesn't have Weakness Policy, but whatever. And I end up missing the Tyranitar because I deserve this. I deserve it. But I don't die. That's nice. Critical hit on Hexpress. At least I run 252 HP, and I'm modest, and I have 118 defense. That's why I survived it, but I won't survive this. Oof. Nice one. So this is probably a Scope Lancer Super Luck Togekiss that Se-jun runs, of course. It's very viable. I run critical too, so Super Luck, and then I run with Weakness Policy. I can attest to Super Luck being really good, and Serene Grace is the best, I think, for a supportive Togekiss who you don't intend to Dynamax ever, probably. So it's over for me here, and I know it. Like, look at all these, like, goddamn, wow. That's why I always press Y to check out Trick Room status and all these buff status, but looking at this, it's hopeless for me. He can't win. Maybe freeze is what I thought, but why do I need to rely on that to win against him? Either win cleanly or I don't. That's okay. Oof. No more crits, please. Oof. Well. Probably, like, I do recover. I was about to say, if I know myself well enough, I would want to at least hit that Togekiss and get at least one more kill in, and then, like, be like, hey, losing 1-0 is not that bad, but I decided to actually try and do recover. I can't believe I did that. Why? Yep, and then he crits me because I deserve it, and then I lose 2-0, as opposed to the 1-0 that I could have prevented. But can you blame me for not anticipating being crit? So of course guys, if in the second battle I assumed that I was going to entertain him by not playing the same lead as I did when the lead actually worked in round 1, then in round 3 I'm going to assume he's not going to play the same lead as he did in the first and the second round. So I should play something different again, which is what I did. I ended up going for Clefairy, and I think Haxorus, and then hoping for the best, but like, as you may have guessed by now, I don't make the best decisions in best of 3s. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why don't I stick with a lead if I know that it works well, especially when you lose the moment you change it? But oh well, that's Baby Seal VGC for you. Alright, so he decides to switch up his lead, so do I. It may not have worked in my favor, because I'm pretty sure that Meowstic can do Fake Out, and all I can do is follow me. But he can't fake me out if I do Helping Hand. Is that what I thought at the time too? Or do I do actually Icy Wind? I'm not sure. Yeah, Helping Hand. Protect. Helping Hand. Follow me? What am I doing? I don't know. Yikes. I think I was just too nervous at the time. What am I doing? Okay, so I ended up coming to my senses as opposed to like panicking so badly and doing it wrong and triggering some weakness policy. I decided to do Max Experiment in an effort to lower the attack stat of Tyranitar. And it turns out that that was the good choice to make, because he switches in his Togekiss, and the Max Knuckle with 90 base attack, I think, would have been 4 times resisted, and it would have been such a bad and embarrassing move to play, because that would have meant that I was 100% red. So this at least should score some points in Se-jun's book. So I think that I did not fully embarrass myself at the time. I did not do Max Knuckle, I did Max Women on the Prankster Boy Meowstic. But this does not lower the attack stat of anyone relevant, because Togekiss is still a special attacker and so is Meowstic. But could have honestly been worse. Could have been worse. Still, actually, like, you could argue that it still does not achieve much, because I did not buff my special, my physical attack stat. I did not lower the attack stat. But it did some damage, despite the Reflect. Like, in round 1, I think, like, it did plenty of damage, in spite of the Reflect. So, I guess you could say that I just prioritized damage here then. And then here I thought that Togekiss is a supportive one in his team. It either does Protect or it does Follow Me. Please don't tell me that you do Protect again. But I think at that point I was already like just so with my head up in the clouds that I got to fight him, that I was not like thinking this well. But then again, no excuses here. I did not see Ally Switch coming. I have never played Meowstick before. I have, like, maybe when it just came out. But it still worked out quite nicely because the Meowstick died from the Max Steel Spike. So that's pretty cool. But I'm fearing the worst. Okay, alright, oof. Could have hit on the Clefairy, ouch, we didn't need that. Okay. Still, I don't think it was all that bad, guys. Leave a comment if you guys disagree or what you guys think I could improve more on. I think I normally play way better if the person in question is not Se-jun, of course, but I think that looking back at this a couple of days later, because I didn't work on this immediately somehow, I'm pretty proud of how I did in these battles, even if it's not a one-sided victory. Even if I only won once in the best of 3, I was pretty proud. Oof. But the earthquake doesn't do that all that much, so it's okay. It's not all that bad, I actually think. Ooh. Not a critical hit on Clefairy. Okay, look, so this was so lucky. Or like more like he probably runs scope lens on the Clefairy, on the Togekiss with super luck. So that means 50% chance. Not all that lucky, but like, come on. It hit my Clefairy so goddamn hard. And here probably, as you can see, I'm panicking between should I switch in Togekiss or Milotic. I don't think that I could have focused anymore because I was so scared of losing and embarrassing myself, which is a bad trait. Guys, for anyone who's going to play in their first real life event, don't worry about entertaining or not embarrassing yourself or whatever. Everyone is to focus on themselves. Like, you cannot embarrass yourself. The worst you can do is not have fun and not play your best, so. Honestly, at this point, I thought like I could not outspeed that Hexerus in the sand. But what should I have really done? Yikes. Maybe I should have really just attacked anyway. I should have attacked. Think that if I did maybe Heat Wave with my Togekiss instead, maybe it would have turned out differently. Like, wow, can't believe I did what I did. Bad play, but also really pressured and really scared. But at least due to the sandstorm, the Togekiss is gone and dealt with. Still can't win, but like, I gave it my all, guys. Does this make it 2 versus 2? Yeah, it does. Not my favorite enemies though, honestly. Oh, okay, well, now I notice he hasn't Dynamaxed yet. Well, heck. But I guess, like, it really wasn't meant to be. He Dynamaxes this boy, who I really wanted to close combat earlier. I just got outplayed by one of the best players ever. That's what happened. But at least, though, he doesn't do that much damage. I lower his speed thinking that's a fine thing to do. Yeah, of course. He outspeeds my Togekiss and ooh, that really hurts. Whoa, what the hell was that? Yikes. I'm not really sure what happened there, but ow. I'm not sure why I pressed much shot on that escadrille. Could have really missed, should have really gone for Scald, but doesn't matter. I ended him, and that means I lost 1-0. It's not too bad. I think that someone like Se-jun could totally 4-0 anyone he wants to, and I'm surprised that in spite of my nerves and such, I ended this best of 3 with 1-0, and that's better than the previous 2-0, and I won the first one. I feel like I gave it my all. And then, against my expectations, he was so kind. Se-jun was so kind to play 2 more rounds with another team, the team that you guys may know, with Draco Salt and Duraludon, and I will show these next. Alright, so I start off this battle by elegantly Dynamaxing my Milotic, and that's because I got so excited and I was so happy, grateful that Se-jun agreed to play me yet 2 more battles using a different team. So I agreed to using a different team too. Can't say that I use my current team, the current one that I'm gonna be using in these 2 battles is my main team, but like, hey, here we go. So I've had plenty of experience fighting his infamous Se-jun team with the, you know, the Duraludon with weakness policy and the Dracossault, the hero who popularized the Dracossault. But all I know is that I won most of the time because I used to run a Lightning Rod Togedemaru, and I don't run him now. But it's gonna be fine, because as you can see, I did this max Hailstorm. I crit, okay, I got lucky, but so does he. He also gets lucky. Fine. So I got lucky and I did the max Hailstorm, and it should take him out after the heal damage. But he also takes me out, but it's Clefairy, you know, I'd rather he takes out my big fat Clefairy than my Milotic. It's all fine with me. Goodbye, Dracossault. I love Se-jun's team, by the way, this one. But it's just that when people play him in ranked, especially when they just got into Master Ball rank, I can't help but think like you don't know how to really run it. So, being shown this performance with this team by none other than Se-jun himself, that really impressed me. Wow, this team is actually really, really cool. And like, I wish I've ever played someone's team before, that I've used rental teams before, but I've never had. And I may be inspired to use someone's rental team in the future, so please leave a code maybe in the comment if you have one in mind from you or from another superhero like Se-jun or Rufy or whoever. I will look at it. If you have any suggestions that would suit my playstyle, I'm all ears. So here I am to fake out the offensive thing that is Whimsicott. I really don't like him or her. I do the max Hailstorm, and I don't nearly do enough damage on the Togekiss, of course. Leave Togedemaru alone. He never did anything wrong, Se-jun. Even you. I said I was okay with you, even if you destroyed all of my Togedemaru, the 6 shiny ones I have. I disagree right now. Leave Togedemaru alone. He never did anything wrong. Yeah, what did he really do? Nothing. Oof, of course, like somehow through my excitement I didn't anticipate that he would do a tailwind. So he goes first, he doesn't leave my Togedemaru alone, and for this actually I cannot forgive Se-jun. This is the one that made me just switch sides and think like, yo, what the hell, you claim to love Togedemaru but you harmed him, you tainted him, you ended him. But that's okay. there will be another round after this. Somehow, due to how versatile his strategies are and how he plays, I somehow really overlooked the most common strategy, that is using Tailwind, of course, for speed control. But like, playing him, like, it's just so hard to anticipate what he will do. He's really, really great. I love playing against him. I hope to have many opportunities in the future to play against him again. I would love to. And I hope that I can offer something to him too. When I play him, I hope that he learns, or like, probably not, but like, I hope that he enjoys it nonetheless. Plus, I can draw quite a fair bit, so I've like offered to him humbly that I could always draw him, Togedemaru, and of course Pachirisu. But it has to include Togedemaru, of course, because I'm a freak for Togedemaru. So I thought that Mud Shot here would help outspeed this Dominaton, but of course it kills me, and was this really worth it? Probably not. Yikes. Nah, because Tailwind is up, it really does not help. So this was bad all around. Yikes. It would take Icicle Crash to goddamn miss, and Moonblast to not goddamn lower my special attack. It did not, but Icicle Crash will hit me. It only does when the opponent does it. And from the limited experience that I've had using the Manhattan, I've literally just used it once. I just know that the 1 or 2 times that I've used Icicle Crash, it always misses, and I hear all the time from my friends that Icicle Crash misses only when you use it, and I believe in it. But nonetheless, that's not why I lost. I lost because Se-jun is just so good, and because fighting the maker of a famous rental team is not quite the same as fighting people who just use his team and didn't have to put in the work and love that would take otherwise to make this team. Alright, so actually I'm starting off this battle the same way as I did in the previous one, even though I wasn't so nervous like last time, where I just simply forgot to record it. This time I decided to play the same thing because I believe that I'm truly comfortable with my lead, Clefairy and Milotic, and I've never truly had a solid lead before, but I thought that against this team specifically, the second team of Se-jun that I fought so far, I thought that Clefairy and Milotic would work especially, and only one Pokemon I swapped out in the back. I changed Togekiss for Lapras because I believed that my Lapras will do more than the Togekiss. So this turn we are both doing Follow Me. In my case, I really need to do Follow Me to survive, because the Bolt Beak turned into Max Lightning will definitely kill my Milotic, I think. Even with the Friend Guard, we are just weak to physical damage, to attack. And yet, in his case, his Milotic will survive the Max Heal Storm, so long I don't do Helping Hand. I know this. But fortunately, my Clefairy survived the Max Lightning. There was no crit, and I even survived the extra chip damage from the heal that I summoned myself, so I haven't killed my Clefairy. It's nice. So I decided to do the same thing here as I did last turn, because I thought, if I'm going to Follow Me, what will happen is, again, I get to eat the Max Lightning, which hurt so much and nearly killed my Clefairy, and left Clefairy at 10 HP now with the heal damage. So I thought like it would be worthwhile to waste that Max Lightning from Se-jun and redirect it to my Clefairy, survive with my Milotic, and hit again someone. But I did expect fully that they would do Follow Me again. So what would happen this turn is I kill their Togekiss, they kill my Clefairy, and we both waste each other's Dynamic's turn, and I thought that's fair. Guess it's not a losing situation for me, nor is it for him. It's just like stalling each other out. But here's where we differ. Here's where Se-jun is truly the clever player, because he does max airstream on my Clefairy because he only needed 10 damage, but he doesn't know that exactly, but he only needed very little damage to knock out my Clefairy. And from aerial ace turned into max airstream, that's definitely enough to deal 10 damage to my Clefairy. So he does that just to be faster than me, no matter what, next turn. So that's incredibly clever, and here's where I thought I lost, but I know that I will one-hit KO the Manhattan with Iron Hat of Tokidamaru, and I know he will definitely target the Max Lightning on my Maltech with his Drake Assault. So what I chose is to do Max Guard, predict that he will do Max Lightning on me, and then I decided to do what I always do to the Manhattans, which is to Iron Hat the Manhattan. But the Manhattan is not stupid either, and it does Flare Blitz on my Tokidamaru. It hurts himself a bit, but it doesn't matter because Tokidamaru will always one-hit KO the Manhattan. So as I predicted, according to Kaikaku, he does do Max Lightning on my Maltech, but I protected, and I take out the Manhattan with or without his chip or recall damage from Flare Blitz. And now I die with Tokidamaru because of the heal that I set up myself, and that's fine. But that was really nice. I survived until now only because I did Max Guard, and it wasted yet another turn of his Drake Assault, and now we are both going to be depleted from our turns of having Dynamax. And now it's going to be Lapras, Maltech versus Whimsicott and Drake Assault. And here's where I thought again, I'm going to really lose, right? What can I do here? His +1 speed from his max airstream. And I just thought like, wait, he's definitely going to kill my Maltech. He's been targeting her the whole time. He's gonna do it again. And I thought like, if he's gonna kill me, I'm going to gamble on me killing that Drake Assault, or freezing him at least, with my Lapras's Freeze Dry. That's what I'll do. And then it turns out that instead of just Moonblast, Se-jun has Energy Ball with Whimsicott. Doesn't hurt me, it doesn't drop my stats. But what I do is finish off the Drake Assault. Quite respectably so. And now it's 1 versus 1. Lapras versus Whimsicott. And even if the Energy Ball crit my Lapras, I'm still going to live that. And if the Freeze Dry finished off Drake Assault without a crit, it will also finish off that Whimsicott. But it did not, and the heal stopped. But that's what I thought. I thought I had the game in my pocket at the time. It was just a very low damage roll, but I have Ice Shot, and it does not have any priority moves that will deal damage to me. So hence, I win because I did Ice Shot, because I have Ice Shot. That's really lucky. And I defeated the almighty, the infamous Se-jun's rental team. I beat it once out of two battles that he honored me with. Very happy with that. Can't say I've ever seen anyone play, of course, his own team as well as the person who made it himself. But like, wow, this makes me really respect this team a lot more, and I will definitely look into this team and then try and see what I can take from this team. Definitely like many of the sets that I've seen while fighting Se-jun. And like, all in all, can't say that my adoration for him has weakened. Ever since these battles, I only want to battle him even more. And if he does let me fight him more, guess you guys have only more battles to look forward to.